Hello to all those training to become Super Saiyan. This is Revolution. On this video, what we are going to be discussing is how powerful will this new transformation of Goku's be in the Tournament of Power. Now, the reason I've named this Super Saiyan Beyond, it was a term coined by Geekdom 101 in one of his latest videos, and I really like the name. So for the sake of this video, I'm going to be calling it Super Saiyan Beyond. That is not an official name. We do not know the official name yet, so this is why it is being labelled as such. And if you want to find out why it currently has the moniker of Super Saiyan Beyond, go check out Geekdom 101's video on that subject itself. It's very interesting. And just before I start, I'm just going to give credit to the artist behind the picture on the thumbnail. He goes by the name of Mahidi, and you can find him on DeviantArt. He is a fantastic artist with a plethora of amazing artwork. I'll leave a link in the description section. Go check him out. He is awesome. Anyhow, how strong is this Super Saiyan Beyond form? Well, to get how strong he is, we can use the other forms that Goku has had previously to get an indication on how strong it may be. But ultimately, until the form comes out, until we get official confirmation from either the show or any interviews or guidebooks, we will not know the exact figure. For example, we don't know the exact figure of the Super Saiyan Blue form. I'll get more to that later. But we can at least get a generalization of where it might be at. So first, to get a scope of how powerful these forms will eventually be, we're going to look at the end of Z and how powerful them warriors were at that time. Now, in Dragon Ball Z, in the Buu saga, Goku's most powerful transformation was Super Saiyan 3. Now, the Super Exciting Guide states that Super Saiyan 3 is 400 times base. This is because it's 4 times Super Saiyan 2, which is twice as strong as Super Saiyan 1, and Super Saiyan 1 is confirmed to be 50 times base. So the original Super Saiyan is 50 times, Super Saiyan 2 100 times, and Super Saiyan 3 400 times base. Now, in Dragon Ball Super, when Beerus arrives on King Kai's planet, Beerus states that Goku shouldn't have been able to beat Frieza in his base. Now, this is before Super Saiyan God, so take that into consideration. So it's pretty much almost Goku at the level he was at the end of Z. And obviously we know the results of that fight. Beerus flicked Super Saiyan 3 Goku unconscious. But to say that he isn't as strong as Frieza, you have to say that he has a power level at base lower than 120 million. Frieza is confirmed in his final form at 100% to have a power level of 120 million, and that is when Beerus, before he had a deep sleep, last knew Frieza. So it's safe to say that Goku could be anywhere from 80 to 120 million in strength. Now, at the end of Z, Goku in Super Saiyan 3 was a match for Kid Buu. And Kid Buu was said to be slowly destroying galaxies and was a threat to the universe. So basically, what I mean by slowly is that Kid Buu couldn't instantly destroy a galaxy. He was destroying it over a set period of time. However, to be a threat to the universe, he had to be destroying it at such a rate where it wasn't exactly slow. So you could say that Kid Buu was low galaxy level, which means that Goku at Super Saiyan 3 was a low galaxy tier character, and given Goku's confidence that he could have beaten Kid Buu with a sustained Super Saiyan 3, which he wasn't able to sustain, gives you the impression that he could be a galaxy level tier character. Now, as impressive as being a galaxy tier character is, it is nothing compared to what we've got in Dragon Ball Super. Dragon Ball Super and the introduction of the Super Saiyan God level has basically took the powers in Dragon Ball to a completely new league. Super Saiyan God is literally like an amateur soccer player being granted the power to play for Real Madrid in a Champions League final. It is simply just a different dimension of power. So to weigh up the power of Super Saiyan God Goku in the Battle of God saga, basically we have what he says on King Kai's planet, and that is that fusion would not be enough to beat Beerus. Now, in terms of fusion, the only canon fusion that is relevant to Dragon Ball Super as of now is Vegito. We have never seen Gogeta in Dragon Ball Super or Dragon Ball Z. So Super Saiyan God Goku in the Battle of God saga is relative to at least Super Vegito, as that is basically what we saw in Dragon Ball Z when he faced off against Buhan, giving Buhan an absolute pasting. Now, Vegito is effectively the result of Potara fusion. And in the Super Exciting Guides, it states that basically what the Potara fusion does is multiplies the user's power, the fusie's power. So Goku times Vegeta, that is literally what it says in the Super Exciting Guides. A lot of people like to question the Super Exciting Guides authenticity, as it's been questioned how much involvement Akira Toriyama actually had. However, Akira Toriyama is credited as the author, and until he comes out himself and refutes the Super Exciting Guides, it stands. And now there is supporting evidence as to why it could be multiplication. In the Battle of God saga, Goku and Beerus have a shared fiat of almost destroying the universe. Basically, if Goku didn't change his technique to nullify the impact of the blows they were trading, the universe would have gone squat. Now, I've mentioned this many times throughout my videos, and so have other YouTubers. The Dragon Ball universe is actually a macrocosm that consists of around the size of 3 universes. So sure, it is a shared feat, but if you take 3 universes, divide it by 3 because there are 3 blows in total, that makes 1 universe each. Sure, it is still a shared feat. So you could say that each blow was equivalent to half a universe shatterer each. But a universe within itself contains at least 200 billion galaxies. Now, if we take Goku at the end of Z, who was barely scraping Galaxy Buster, to Goku in Battle of Gods, who was busting half a universe, that would imply the power jump in scale would be 100 billion times stronger. Now, I know that sounds like madness, but that is how it works out if you scale it. And back to that Vegito fusion, if it was Goku times Vegeta at that time in the Buu saga, when Goku and Vegeta fought in the Buu saga, they were very similar levels at base, as when they fought as Super Saiyan 2s, it was a pretty even fight. But obviously Goku still had Super Saiyan 3, but that doesn't take away from what their bases were. So if you go on the figure that's speculated when Beerus said that base Goku wouldn't beat Final Form Frieza, then if you go use the 80 million mark, that will be 80 million times Vegeta's 80 million. Therefore, you get a multiplier in the millions. So if you multiply 80 million by 80 million, that actually equals 6 quadrillion. That is the scale in power increase that you get with Vegito, which fits very much in line with the power increase you get from being a Galaxy Buster to a Universe Buster. The creators of Dragon Ball Super obviously wanted Goku at a completely new realm of power that we'd never seen before. And we are witnessing the fruition of it now. Now, obviously, after that, we get Super Saiyan Blue, which, as stated by Goku in the ROF saga, is Super Saiyan God multiplied by Super Saiyan. We have not had an official figure of what this Super Saiyan Blue transformation is. Now, Super Saiyan is stated by the Super Exciting Guides, as well as Akira Toriyama in an interview, to be 50 times that of base. However, all we know for sure is that Super Saiyan Blue is stronger than Super Saiyan God. We can't confirm it's a 50 times multiplier because it hasn't been said in the show and nobody has came out in an interview about it. But it could potentially be 50 times. Now, in terms of these God transformations, in episode 104, everything that we needed to be cleared up got cleared up. We got the re-emergence of the Super Saiyan God form, meaning Goku in the anime could still use the Super Saiyan God form. We hadn't actually seen it since the Battle of God saga, which is what caused a lot of confusion throughout the community, including with myself. If you've been following my channel, you'll know that I have debated this many a time. However, Goku absorbed the power of Super Saiyan God in the Battle of God saga into his Super Saiyan form, and that basically means he had the power of a Super Saiyan God using regular ki. Then he eventually absorbed it into his base when he shows the same Beyond God form. Once again, not an official name, but it is a very popular name around the community, so we'll use it again. But Goku in his base is as strong as Super Saiyan God Goku, even using regular ki from the Battle of God saga. He exhibits this, not transformation, but basically his base form using such strength against Final Form Frieza and ROF, as well as against Beerus when Beerus has to dress up as Monarcha to convince Goku that Monarcha is incredibly strong. But as Goku can still use the Super Saiyan God form, that suggests that Super Saiyan God is still more powerful than Saiyan Beyond God Super Saiyan 3. Meaning that Super Saiyan God alone is at least 400 times that of Super Saiyan God Goku from the Battle of God saga. Once again, those numbers sound crazy, but this is the story we're being told. Anyhow, Super Saiyan Blue at a low ball is at least 2 times that of Super Saiyan God, and I would say at a high ball 50 times. I once made a theory called the Super Saiyan Blue amplification theory that theorized that the more control Goku and Vegeta got over the Super Saiyan Blue form, the more they increase the multiplier for the Super Saiyan Blue form, which could cap off the multiplier to Super Saiyan God as 50 times. It's just a theory. I'll link it at the end of this video so you can check it out. But after episode 104, I have more reason than ever to believe that a mastered Super Saiyan Blue is a 50 times multiplier. That is just my guesstimation, so take that with a pinch of salt. But the amplification theory could explain why there was such a dilly-dally in power between Goku and Vegeta in Goku Black's Rose form in the future Trunks saga, and why Goku appears to be 10 times stronger than what he was in the first Hit fight than when he fought Hit on Earth. And that takes us to the next part of Goku's strength. Obviously we have the Super Saiyan Blue Kaio-ken, and in the fight against Hit in the first fight in the God of Destruction tournament, Goku used a 10 times multiplier with the Kaio-ken, once again increasing his power by 10 times. Now the blue Kaio-ken got Beerus a little bit nervous, but Beerus stated that he would still be able to beat Super Saiyan Blue Kaio-ken Goku. But Beerus really sat up and took notice of this form, which at least indicates to us that Goku is getting somewhat closer to Beerus's maximum power level. However, the Kaio-ken is extremely stamina draining, as is Super Saiyan Blue, so the two combined together means that Goku wouldn't be able to hold this form for very long. And after witnessing Goku get Ki disease after this fight, we have now seen him since use the Super Saiyan Blue Kaio-ken again, not only against Merge Zamasu, when he actually knocked Merge Zamasu, another Potara fused character, down to the ground. He also used it against Bergamo in the preliminaries to the Tournament of Power, and then used it moments later again against Toppo. Obviously we didn't actually see him utilize it against Toppo, but he charged up into it, meaning the Ki disease problems from earlier in the series had dissipated. Also using it against Gohan in episode 90, Goku didn't appear to have Ki disease after using it against Ultimate Gohan. So if you consider the Saiyan Beyond God form is Super Saiyan God Battle of God Saga level, and then you multiply that by Super Saiyan 3, which would be 400 times, because Goku can still use Super Saiyan 3, he exhibited it against future Trunks, and then we add on the whatever multiplier you want to give from Super Saiyan God. We don't really know what the multiplier is, but if we lowball it, say 401 times base Goku, then we have the Super Saiyan Blue transformation, which could be anywhere from 2 times to 50 times Super Saiyan God. Then we have Kaio-ken, which is times 10. Even at a low ball, Goku Blue Kaio-ken times 10 is over 8,000 times stronger than Super Saiyan God from Battle of Gods. I think the reason people will think these figures are crazy is because in Dragon Ball Z, the margin of increases was never that large. Because power level numbers was so much smaller back then, the regular Super Saiyan transformations, that being 50 times, 100 times and 400 times base, were considered pretty big. However, nowadays, like I said, it's a whole new run with power in Dragon Ball Super. 8,000 is actually an incredibly small number when you consider the original increase Goku got from the Super Saiyan God ritual. Now that brings us on to this upcoming Super Saiyan Beyond form. Now, at a bare minimum, it's going to be Goku Blue Kaio-ken level, as they don't generally introduce new forms if it's weaker than the previous form. Sure, Kaio-ken is actually a technique and not a transformation, but this is going to push Goku past his limits, hence the other rumoured name Limit Breaker. And as Kaio-ken is an extremely stamina draining technique, you could make an argument that Super Saiyan Beyond will be basically a purer form of Super Saiyan Blue Kaio-ken, where the stamina issues are dissipated. But I want to point out something else. Just before the tournament began, Whis warned of a mortal in another universe that was stronger than the Gods of Destruction. Now we know that Goku Blue Kaio-ken isn't as strong as Beerus confirmed he's still stronger in the God of Destruction tournament. However, Goku has got a little bit stronger since then, but we haven't been given the impression that Goku has yet surpassed Beerus. But this mortal is said to be even stronger than Beerus. So that implies that whoever this mortal is, and it's probably going to be Jiren, that hasn't been confirmed yet, but in all likeliness it will be Jiren. To match this mortal that has surpassed the gods of destruction, the Super Saiyan Beyond form has got to be even stronger than Goku Blue Kaio-ken. So it is going to at least be a 2 times multiplier over Super Saiyan Blue Kaio-ken times 10. Because not only has Goku got to match Beerus in power level, he would have to surpass Beerus in power level. So whilst there are some power scalers that will be like, oh well, it's 1.2 times that level. No, that's not really going to fly. So even with a 2 times multiplier, that would make Super Saiyan Beyond Goku 16,000 times more powerful than Super Saiyan God Goku from the Battle of God saga. It is crazy. Goku has literally found a new realm of power. Anyway guys, my speculation is it will be a combination of Gohan's ultimate form. Somehow Goku will have found a way to achieve that on his own. The God transformations and Kaio-ken all mixed into one, creating an ultimate God Kaio-ken form. Adding the ultimate form to Goku's current God Kaio-ken would certainly put Goku's power level beyond our imagination, as has been stated. Anyway, that's just my take on it. What's your take on it? What do you think this limit-breaking transformation will be, and what do you think its multiplier will be? Let me know in the comments section. If you like my videos, guys, make sure you smash that like button with a big bang attack. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I have a library full of very diverse content, and I'm sure you'll find something you enjoy if you didn't happen to enjoy this video. So subscribe, and remember one very important final message. If you stay calm in any situation, you will never, ever become a Super Saiyan. Make sure you click that subscribe button to make sure you get all my latest content straight to your account as soon as it's released. And here are some more videos from my library, which I'm sure you will all enjoy.